Dear friends, welcome to the book India's Struggle for Independence by Baipan Chandra. Thus, their analysis of the national movement is based on the denial of the basic contradiction between the interests of the Indian people and of British colonialism and the causative role this contradiction played in the rise of the national movement. Consequently, they implicitly or explicitly deny that the Indian national movement represented the Indian side of this contradiction or that it was anti-imperialist, that is, it opposed British imperialism in India. They see the Indian struggle against imperialism as a mock battle, mimic warfare, a Dasera duel between two hollow statues locked in motiveless and simulated combat. The denial of the central contradiction vitiates the entire approach of these scholars, though their meticulous research does help others to use it within a different framework. The imperialist writers deny that India was in the process of becoming a nation and believe that what is called India in fact consisted of religions, castes, communities, and interests. Thus, the grouping of Indian politics around the concept of an Indian nation or an Indian people or social classes is not recognized by them. There were instead, they said, pre-existing Hindu-Muslim, Brahmin, non-Brahmin, Aryan, Bhadralok, cultured people, and other similar identities. They say that these prescriptive groups based on caste and religion are the real basis of political organization, and as such, caste and religion-based politics are primary and nationalism a mere cover. As Seal puts it, what from a distance appear as their political strivings were often, on close examination, their efforts to conserve or improve the position of their own prescriptive groups. This also makes Indian nationalism, says Seal, different from the nationalism of China, Japan, the Muslim countries, and Africa. If the Indian national movement did not express the interests of the Indian people vis-a-vis imperialism, then whose interests did it represent? Once again, the main lines of the answer and argument were worked out by late 19th century and early 20th century officials and imperialist spokesmen. The national movement, assert the writers of the imperialist school, was not a people's movement, but a product of the needs and interests of the elite groups, who used it to serve either their own narrow interests or the interests of their prescriptive groups.